Hey guys, what's up? So today I'm just going to tell you guys what I think are the three most consistent reroll comps that you guys can play right now. And the three comps are going to be Tristana reroll, Zed Kled Slayer reroll, and Noxus reroll. So it's going to be a level 5 reroll comp, a level 6 reroll comp, and a level 7 reroll comp. So the first comp we have, you guys all know, is the Tristana Maokai reroll. Yes, this comp did get nerfed. This comp basically disappeared for the first 2 days of the patch when Draven was meta. But now that Draven's gone, if you look at stats of people playing this comp again, it is back in meta. And people are starting to play it again. So this comp, there's no items that you must have. The only item that I would say you must have is a Last Whisper on Tristana, but even that is not a must. It's just most recommended item. And for the last items, you just go like any tank item is fine on Maokai. You just like throw Redemption if you want to. And for Tristana, you can just throw Guard Breaker. You guys all play this comp, so I won't like go too deep into it. I just want to tell you guys. So you guys look at match histories of this. Alright, so this guy is a challenger player and he plays only Tristana and nothing else. Look at this. 2020 Tristana every single game. If you guys see his LP, he lost all of his LP when the Dream patch hit because it was horrible for Tristana. Like the Dream patch basically killed Tristana. You could not play Tristana no matter what. It was basically a dead comp because of how fast Temple was, you were just dead. Everyone hit their board super fast while you would have your board. But since the B patch, if you see here, he has climbed back 300 LP in one day. And usually if someone forces Maokai 2020 in any situation, that's when you know a comp is probably pretty good. If you can climb 300 LP in a single day, just forcing the same comp every single game. So if you guys don't want to play it, it's just basically this. When you level to 6, you add in a Teemo if you want to, or Kled for Reroll synergy. And then when you go level 8, you add in 4 gunners, which will be Jace, Zeri, and this will be your level 8 board. And to fully cap out your board, eventually you drop Teemo, you drop Jace, you play Senna, you play Heim, and also I think you fit another 5 costs. Basically any legendary you hit, Cassante 2, or anyone you want to really. So the next comp is Slayer, Zed, and Kled. This is the recommended level 6 board that you roll for. Okay, the only item you must have in this comp is IE on Zed. That is because if you read Zed's ability, his Ionia bonus gives him 50% critical chance and critical damage. But if you don't have an IE or like the augment of Jewel Lotus, your Zed won't be able to crit, right? So Ionia bonus, you get 100% bonus when it's the main one. So it becomes 30% crit and 30% crit damage. So you definitely want an IE on your Zed. And it's recommended to have like a Hodge, Titans. Also items are good like BT, Guard Breaker, QSS, items like that are also good on him. And for this comp, you also want to dual carry Kled as well, or Katarina. Usually what you do in this comp is you hit Zed and Kled, and also you hit either Set 3 or Swain 3 as well. Whichever you're closer to is the one you probably go for. So if you hit Kled 3, you probably also want a third item of him. I think this BT's fine. You don't already have healing from Slayer. So, and then when you level, you play Teemo, which gives you Strategist. And then once you level 8, you play Yordle. You can play anything, preferably Heimerdinger, because, you know, it's Heimerdinger. You get a turret, you get some shred as well, if you can. Club becomes 4-star, and that's your board. This comp is actually trending up right now. It's one of the best. A guy that's playing it, I'll show you an example, is Pakigam. He played it 2 games recently, back to back. So you see here, he just plays the standard level 6 board, and then eventually, actually, I think he died on level 7. So he actually ended up dropping, what did he drop for? I think he dropped Noxus, he dropped Swain to fit in a level 4-star Kled. But eventually, you want to be level, level 8, so you can fit in a full comp perfectly. And this comp is trending up, and I think it's actually really strong, especially against a lot of comps that don't move and like just have a backline that just doesn't move. And the last reroll comp I want to tell you guys about is Noxus reroll, 6 vertical. You roll for this comp on 7. You go for Darius 3, Darius 3 and Katarina 3, 3-star, 3-star. These are 2 people you go for. If you get a Slayer spat, I recommend putting on Darius. If you get a Noxus spat, I recommend putting on Echo. You don't have to play Echo. You play Wark or Nasus as well, depending on like if you have 3-star Darius, you should play Juggernaut. But if you have 3-star Katarina, I would recommend always playing Rogue over Juggernauts. Just for the backline access, it's actually really, really good. So also for items wise, any AP items are fine in Katarina. Darius, I would say no item is necessary. BT Titans is like really not needed. You can go like Hodge, IE, Hodge, IE, something, you know. All those variations are fine. And if you want to cap out your board, you end up dropping Samir Cassiopeia for Scion eventually. And also you level and you play Nasus, or Juggernauts. Preferably. Nasus 2. And this will be your endgame board. Just position. If you want to for frontline Darius, make sure he's not getting directly hit by a Lux. That's why I didn't put him there for frontline, just in case. Just scout around, make sure it doesn't get hit by a Lux directly, or else he will die pretty fast. And a person that's spamming this comp pretty often is the Rat Kyun. Oh, he's playing Zed as well. Zed Kled, Darius reroll. You can look at people's matches through to see like different variants of it, the same comp. Echo reroll. I don't recommend playing Echo reroll. Actually, that's a Darius reroll game, actually. It's actually his Darius reroll. He just didn't hit Darius 3 and still top 4. He hit Echo 3. Darius reroll again, first, i.e. Titans Hodge. And first again, hit Think Fast, Noxus Spat, Juggernaut Crown, Zed reroll comp again, and Zed comp again. So, also for the Zed comp, you don't have to play for these things. If you get a Slayer, let's say you get a Slayer spat, get 3 Slayers, then eventually you can play like Kale Gwen instead for 5 Slayers for more damage, which is also might be good, especially you don't have like Kled items. Let's say you have like more only. It's kind of hard to get Kled and Zed items, so a lot of times you'll only have like AP items for Katarina. In which case you can just play more Slayers, better than playing Kled 4 with no items. And yeah, those are just the 3 best real comps I think you can play the most consistently. There are other real comps, but most of those real comps you can't play as often, so I'm not going to go over those because you can play those in more rare scenarios. Whereas these comps, you see people are playing in almost every single game in Challenger. Like Hyun's playing one of these two like every other game almost basically. So one guy's playing 100% of the time, one guy's playing 50% of the time, and those are comps I'm going to go over. And yeah, if you guys want to play some real comps, these are comps this patch.